What's up, guys? It is 11:50 p.m. on Monday night. I just got home from the gym. They kicked me out at 11, or they closed at 11. So I'm coming to you right after this workout feeling exhausted. I can't move any of my muscles. I'm just cashed from this workout, but it was really good. No complaints, honestly. I was able to get in almost every single exercise I wanted to do. I got to the gym at 9 and warmed up, and I was hitting these 225 snatch grip deadlifts at like 9:15. So this is set number 1. As you guys know, I'm training 4 days a week now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. This last week I had to kind of skip out on Saturday's workout and just combine my compounds from Friday and Saturday, which was no big deal, but that's something you should try to only do very rarely because it will cut into your accessory work, which is really important for whatever kind of bodybuilding purposes you're doing or lagging muscle groups you need to bring up. So as you're seeing me here struggling to finish this first set, last week I did 225 for 2 sets of 15. And today I really just wanted to get 2 sets of 20. They weren't that clean, and I mean that's the end of the set and it looks pretty clean to me, but just the length of each set was really long, so obviously not that easy. But when you're dealing with these hexagonal plates and they're rolling from you, I never know if I should reset or if I should tap and go, but I like to reset, so I really wish these were round plates, but it is what it is. It's what I have to work with now. And as you can see, I'm doing my typical not locking out because I don't like how it feels on my knees to lock out the joint and stand fully erect when going through these ranges of motion. So I just like to start in a good, healthy position, bring my back up, and then that's really all I like to do, honestly. It feels good to me. I still get full glute and hamstring activation. I don't get that last squeeze, but I'm pulling the weight off the floor with my glutes, so I don't think I need it. It's just what I like to do. I recommend using as much range as you can comfortably, but for this type of high rep work, it's not something I like to do, so it's kind of something you have to assess yourself. You can't just tell every single person to use 100% range of motion for every exercise, but they should obviously use 100% of their safe range of motion. So it's going to vary from person to person, but if you can go all the way and it doesn't hurt you, that's good. Keep it up. And so that was it. I started my workout. I warmed up with a plate and a quarter, and then I just put 2 10s on each side and finished up those 2 sets, and they wrecked me so bad. My quads were shaking, my glutes were fried. So this is my 3rd set here of close grip. I'm switching between, as you guys know, I'm dealing with a little pec strain here and there. So I don't like to bench heavy with full range of motion every single time I go to do upper body. So some days I'll go light and do a full range. Some days I'll go heavy and do shortened range. So today I figured I would go light, relatively light, 155, and use full range of motion, and I hit 3 sets on close grip, and it felt really good on my triceps. So last week I think I did 135 with just a block as well, so a lot easier after a bench session. But again, it's all about progressive overload, whether you're throwing in the same exercises after hitting secondary muscles, or if you're going to throw in triceps after chest and use the same weight as when you just did your triceps, that's progression. So it's really important to track that, and that's what I'm trying to get back into, tracking my progression. And the same thing here with the barbell rows. After hitting, I guess, a PR, or I'm really max effort on the snatch grip deads, I decided to push the barbell rows as well. Excuse me, still getting over that cold a little bit. And this is my 3rd set here, hitting 225 for a set of 12. I almost tweaked my shoulder on that 2nd set because I tried to bend over more than this. And anytime I try to go closer to parallel than this right here, it bothers like the inside of my shoulder joint. Not like the rear delt, like it's very deep inside, nothing I feel on bench press, and I hate it. So I naturally have a really arched lumbar, so for me this is just a really comfortable position, and that's where I like to do my, my barbell rows. So again, do what's comfortable for you. If it looks really bad, try to adjust it, but don't cause yourself pain just because you see someone else doing it differently. Just always try to work on your form, but like I said, I was trying to work on it and it felt bad. So I threw in a new exercise today because, again, I'm trying to work on full range of motion for the chest to kind of train my pecs and my delts to get deep into that position. So what I did was 100% range incline dumbbell flies for 3 sets of 10. And as you can see, I'm letting my arms fall. That's really as far as I can go down, and the stretch on the chest was intense. And really no shoulder pain because it's pretty light and very controlled, so I liked it. and I hit 3 sets of 10, like I said, and I was cashed after that. So I went to lat pull down, and this was where just didn't have a low carb day of eating, but I'm tracking my food and trying to eat more sensibly right now, pretty much every day other than some days on the weekends, but obviously trying to stick to a decent diet. And just by this time in the workout, I was crushed and I could barely get this third set of 7 on lat pull downs. Really much didn't get it, so that was kind of a bummer. But considering how my training and my cold is going, there's only so much progression. There's only so much progression I can expect. So some things are going up, and that's really all that matters. So hopefully I can just keep on that track. And did the same thing I did last push day. 3 sets of 3 sets of 15 with 7 plates, and then after hitting flies before, it's not necessarily progression, but I just tried to crush every repetition and felt really, really good. So the name of the game is really sticking to the same exercises for a short to moderate period of time so you can get stronger on them. You don't want to change your exercises all the time. Muscle confusion is probably the worst idea you could have, whether you're doing bodybuilding or powerlifting. It's a terrible idea. What you need to do is pick several exercises that you're going to do several times a week and just try to progress on them. So if you want to have days where you hit bench press, incline bench, incline dumbbell, flat dumbbell, decline flies, obviously not in one day. If you want to hit all those in 1 week, that's fine. Just do 1 or 2 sets for each, or 2 or 3 sets, and progress. Don't do 5 sets of 15 for each one on one day and then do it a week later. So again, that's just something that, I don't know, something you need to assess yourself and work on yourself. If something's not working for you, then change it. So if you're doing too much volume in one day, try to split it up a little bit more. And I really like this split I'm doing right now. I did 6 days a week, and I honestly didn't see that good of progress. And now with this 4 days a week, definitely the workouts are what's going to help me, but the recovery aspect is so great. Like if you have a little bit of a joint pain on a Monday, you don't have to lift till Wednesday, and then if it's still there on Wednesday, you can kind of go easy, and by Friday it should be gone. If you're lifting Monday through Friday, you have no chance at recovering your connective tissue unless you're a 1-year lifter and you're 16 years old. But after you're in the game for 5 or 10 years, you just cannot go every day and progress because you need time to recover. So again, things you're going to change your mind about a lot when you start lifting and when you have injuries and when you stop progressing and start progressing again. So I may contradict myself at times, but right now this is what's working for me, and this has worked for me in the past, so I'm going to stick with it now and hopefully do my best. But you can't always plan. With bodybuilding and powerlifting, you can't say in 6 months I want to be doing this, and then in 6 months I want to be doing this, and then in 6 months I want to be doing this, because you never know what can happen. It's not like a lot of other sports where injuries will happen, but just the plan on your success in this is not that tangible of something, of an idea. So short baby steps, progression is key, and they kicked me out of the gym here, so I'll let you guys watch this, and I'm gonna make some food, so check that out. Alright guys, so remember I told you I was just post-workout. We got a 705 calorie meal. Actually, let me add some oil to this for good measure. Yeah. 735 calorie meal right now. 58 grams of protein, 110 carbs, 16 fiber. It's going to be post-workout meal. After a 2-hour workout and editing the video, let's get started. Got some leftover chicken and broccoli. I get this pretty much daily. It's like $9 for a ton of chicken and broccoli, and that's the other half. So make some fresh broccoli, some fresh frozen broccoli. 200 grams. Let that cook up. Throw the rest of this rice. This is all I ate post-workout. It was so poverty. That's it. That fueled my workout. So I'm gonna finish this. I'll show you guys the finished product. What I always put in my stir fries, let me show you. I guess you can just call this a stir fry, but some of this, Some onion powder, a little bit of this. It's all about the flavors, guys. Basil seasoning at the very end. And where's the... and some soy sauce. And one Splenda and one Truvia. And some hot sauce, so let's do that. Smells so good. Let's hit it. Shall we? You gotta make it fit. Yep. Mustard's calorie free, so I suggest you always use as much as you can stand. For me, that's a lot. Oh yeah. 34 grams, because I'm out of sugar free. It's a sad, sad story. Finishing touch. Don't get too crazy. It's a lot of flavor. And there you have it. I'm gonna eat this and pass out.